We're so excited to tell you about what we have learned here in Serbia. We have got something really fun that we are going to take back home to the States with us when we leave, and that is we have learned how to dye Easter eggs the natural way.
Yeah, I think this is going to be fun.
We're going to tell you how we do it, and then we are going to show you a clip at the end of this video that I made with us and the other missionaries dyeing Easter eggs.
Yeah. What was fun is that we, Petar, a member of the congregation here, wanted to show us missionaries how to dye eggs in the Serbian tradition. And at first I wasn't too excited about it, but the sister missionaries and other missionaries were just really excited about it. And so he gave us a shopping list that says, okay, this is what you got to go buy, and we decided to meet on a Friday night to do this, and so we went shopping. We picked up white eggs. It had to be white eggs, not the brown eggs.
Those were not hard or easy to find.
Yeah, white eggs are not easy to find.
Not here in Serbia. Purple cabbage.
Yeah, purple cabbage, onion skins, and that was something I didn't understand what they were talking about, but and I guess they sell them here all the time, but it's just the outside of a regular onion, the brown and white, the real thin part of onion skins. Tea bags. And
we had to pick up an inner tube, like for a bicycle.
Yeah.
We needed nylon stockings, medical gauze, real wide, 4 inches.
About a 4-inch wide medical gauze.
We needed string to tie them with. We needed to have a bunch of leafy plants, interesting.
Yeah, small leaves that had shapes, and then the leafier the better.
Yeah, and some apple cider vinegar.
Okay, so there was 3 different types of solution that we were going to be dyeing these eggs in. Number 1 was the purple cabbage would be chopped up, and a little bit of vinegar and salt would be added, and then we'd put our eggs inside this purple cabbage pot and boil them for about 8 to 10 minutes. That was number 1. That would turn the eggs kind of a bluish color, and then whatever was on the egg would remain white. The second one was the onion skins. So you take all these onion skins, you put it in a pot with water, a little bit of apple vinegar and salt, and you put your eggs in, and whatever is not covered in the egg will turn a dark brown. It almost looks like chocolate. And then the third, which was I think my favorite ones that turned out, was the tea bag or herbal. It wasn't herbal tea, but it was just tea. And they took the bags, cut them open, and just reused the raw granule. So again, we put a pan in, put the eggs in, and then these tea, and then whatever leftover onion skins we had, a little bit of onion skins we threw in there too. It wasn't a lot, but just a little bit. And that turned out to be, I think, the most colorful hodgepodge squared, and then whatever was not covered again would be white. But in that mix, the best would be as if all of it was covered with something with onion skin.
Yeah, and we found that you have to when you put the egg in the nylon, you've got to make that really tight.
Yeah. So as you're putting, let's start with the tea bag, the tea mixture. So you would take a wet egg, you'd wet your egg, and then you would roll it in small squares of onion skin that was chopped up into little squares, cut into squares. And so you'd get that all covered with onion skin, and you'd take it right from there. And it wasn't, and you could throw extra in your gauze, and you'd pull that gauze up and on all the corners and turn it and twist it to where the egg was in there nice and tight, and then you'd tie that off with string, and that way it held the onion skin right up against the white egg. You take, again, your white egg, you get it wet, and then you put your little leaves, your plants on, and you lay it out so, because whatever's underneath that leaf is going to remain white.
Yeah.
And,
that was
and
really
so
pretty.
you can
That was
put these really leafy leaves, and then you take and it helps if you have two people. So you hold the egg with the leaf on the top, and then the second person takes the little 4x4 square of nylon, stretch it over the top of that leaf so it'll hold it in place, and then you take two people that you get that and you twist that around really, really tight. And it has to be tight to hold that leaf so none of the dye or the juices get underneath that leaf. That's what the nylon's for, is to hold that leaf to the egg. Tie it off, and then you put it in the solution.
The hardest part of this whole thing is that it?
Well, then you boil them, and then you for 5-10 minutes, and then you let them sit. Number one, you want the water to cool off, and when it's cooled off, then you pull the eggs out and you start cutting them, and then you wash them with water. You just kind of rinse all the stuff off, and then you take a little bit of vegetable oil.
Oh yeah, that was the fun part.
Yeah, that was nice.
Shining them.
It puts a really nice shine on these eggs, and they look really beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm saying that, because they were really kind of neat once we got them all cleaned up and shined. What else? The purple cabbage, I think it could have sat there probably even overnight, and that would have gave them a little bit darker color. But yeah, the next day we had members of our congregation was there, and showed them afterwards. We had a little bit of snacks. It was Easter Sunday. And then this is the craziest part of the tradition, is what?
Well, we had to break them. They made us fight with our eggs and break them and eat the eggs.
Yeah, it wasn't an egg fight.
Yeah, you'd think egg fight. It wasn't like that. You take the egg.
Yeah, you eat. So you get two people. You get an egg, and then you match up
You go grab one egg.
well, you need 2 eggs.
Yeah. These aren't boiled, so we won't really do it.
So on eggs, typically,
fat part?
you have a fat part, and then you have more of a pointy part on your egg. And we're not going to do it because these are raw eggs. Yeah. So you take fat to fat, or skinny to skinny, the point to point, and then one person will hold it, and the other one will smack the egg, and
one of them will break, and the other one won't.
And so then you turn them around, and then
do it again.
You do it again. Smack.
One of them will break, and one of them won't.
And so typically, one egg will have both ends broke, and so they're.
So I'm the winner.
So
but if we both got one that's broke and he's got one that's broke, then you have to hit the sides.
And then you hit the sides together.
Yeah. So.
But that was the saddest part, was seeing these beautiful eggs being broken and
they were good.
Eaten right away. Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah. But that was fun.
Fun. So I've got a little video clip. I'll leave in here.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to next Easter.
We're going to do it even better next year. Yeah. We're going to start earlier in the day.
Yeah, we're going to start looking for white eggs a lot sooner.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do this again next year, and we'll do it before Easter so they can.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we'll repost this or show us doing it here in our apartment.
Yeah.
Next April. And then we'll probably do it a third time when we get home with our grandkids, because I think that'll be really fun to show and teach our grandkids this Serbian.
And my kids are going to say, "Mom, you never did eggs with me."
No, we didn't. We didn't.
My sister did the egg coloring with them. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, thanks for watching. We appreciate your support.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.